It is time for the ultimate challenge in Iron Helm. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Night YouTube channel. Dudes, we are doing it today, guys. It's time for the hardest challenge in the game. We are playing as Mizlak the Beggar. This is going to be brutal, and full disclosure, do not expect me to win, okay? I am not expecting to win this one, guys, but if we do, it is going to be the most epic thing ever, guys. So I've been putting this off for a while, but we're finally here. We're going to push our luck here with Mizlak the Beggar. So I'm going to give you the rundown on this guy in case you don't know much about him. This dude is like playing basically as hard as you can get in Iron Helm. He starts with pretty much nothing. He starts with no trappings and no skills. He's the only character in the game that starts with no trappings and no skills. He starts with 9 HP, which is on the low side. It's pretty low. He starts with 10 energy, also fairly low. He can hold up to 8, also on the low side. He starts with no food. That is as low as you can go. And he's got 1 gold coin to his name. Somebody felt bad enough for Mizlak the Beggar that they tossed him 1 gold coin, and yep, that's all he's got going for him. He does say, gain 10 bonus points if you complete the game with Mizlak the Beggar. So there he is, guys. You can go ahead and get a good look at this dude right here. That's who we're going into the dungeon with today. So Mizlak the Beggar is going to be quite the challenge. And we can buy some trappings before we go in. We do have this 1 gold, and I think I'm going to go ahead and purchase a door wedge. So we're going to use our 1 gold, and we are going to purchase the door wedge, which will allow us to discard this card to avoid a skirmish or an ambush. And since Mizlak doesn't have any gear, and he's pretty squishy with only 9 health, I think this door wedge is going to come in handy. It is a one-time use, so we're going to have to use it very wisely, but yeah, that's like all we got going for us here, guys. So we're heading into the dungeon. I'm going to go ahead and get everything shuffled up. Yeah, as I mentioned, I've kind of been putting this off for a little bit, you know what I mean? Because this is going to be quite the challenge to get through an entire adventure as Mizlak the Beggar. If we get lucky enough, we can maybe find some loot early on in the dungeon that, you know, that could definitely bolster our chances of winning and getting to the end. But yeah, as I stated, I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, guys. But if we do make it to the end, it is going to be insane. It's going to be the most epic thing ever. If you're not subbed to the channel, if I beat this with Mizlak the Beggar, you got to sub to the channel. That's how it works. You have to. You don't have a choice, okay? So wait, did I just see a loot? Was there a loot in there? There sure was. Okay, let me go ahead and reshuffle that a little bit. There we go, and I'll toss this loot back over this way. I don't know how that got in there. But anyways, guys, yeah, so, oh, you know what that probably was? That was probably a mimic from the last time I played. There we go, got that all shuffled up. And then I'll shuffle up the dungeon deck. I'm going to use the Howling Abyss dungeon deck for this playthrough. This is the dungeon deck number 2. It's like a little mini expansion for Iron Helm. So it replaces the base dungeon deck with a brand new set of 16 dungeon cards here. Or is it 18? It's 16 or 18, I can't remember. Either way, we got a new dungeon deck right here, dudes, and I think that is about it. We're starting on level 1 of the dungeon. We have 0 on the morality tracker, of course, and we're heading straight in. So here we go, guys. Level 1 of the dungeon as Mizlak the Beggar. Let's go, dudes. Let's see what we can get here in this first room. The altar. Sometimes a sanctuary is found in the least expected place. You stumble to the altar and pray for blank. A blessing, strength, healing, or favor. Well, we don't need strength. We don't need healing. A favor would move us up 1 on the morality track, and a blessing would gain us 1 blessing token. I guess we'll pray for a blessing, and we'll grab a blessing token. That seems pretty good. All right, hey, that's a good start. We got something good right out of the gate. That's good. See what the next room holds for us. An arrow trap. Your curiosity with the ruby-eyed statue comes at a cost. Now, we'd have to roll a d6, and we could potentially get poisoned here. Do we want to do it, or do we want to push our luck? If this is something gnarly, like an ambush or a skirmish, that's going to suck. So I think we're going to go ahead and just, yeah, we're going to do this. Mizlak is going to inspect this this ruby-eyed statue, and then all of a sudden, ooh, a poison dart comes flying out, pegs him in the leg, and he gains 1 poison token. Okay, so we've got 1 poison on old Mizlak the Beggar. He's going to hobble into the next room, and there is a skirmish. We're going to push our luck, dudes. We're going to have to try to skip as many fights as possible, and we found a campsite. Ooh, that is so good. Okay, You have spied a relatively quiet location to set up camp. It will not be long before you attract attention to yourself. Choose one of the following actions. We can cook, search, or rest. If we cook, we're going to spend 1 ration, which we don't have to get 3 energy, so we can't do that. Searching, we'll gain a ration and a gold, and if we rest, we'd have to spend a ration, but so we don't have any. So our only option is to search. So Mizlak is going to frantically search around. It's probably been a while since he ate. He's looking pretty malnourished over here, and we're going to find 1 ration and 1 gold. So that's pretty cool. If you're familiar with the original dungeon deck, at the campsite, you only find a ration, but at this version, you find a ration and a gold. So we're going to go ahead and grab a ration and a gold. Look at that, dude. We're already doing pretty well, minus that poison, of course. Moving into the next room of the dungeon, there is a savage encounter. That sounds like something I don't want anything to do with, so we're going to creak that door closed before they notice us, go down the hall into the next room, and get ambushed immediately as we open the door. Your foe catches you by surprise, gaining the upper hand. Draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level to their initial damage. Also, add the dungeon level +5 to their health. So 6 to the health of a zombie. Okay. So he's got 8 health. It's probably the best thing we could have faced, considering zombies do not inflict initial damage. So even when they ambush or attack first, or are supposed to attack first, the player always gets to attack first, because they're zombies, they're slow. So the zombie does 0 damage. He's got a treasure class of 1, and he is weak to undead stuff. And as mentioned, we get to attack first, which is amazing. So we're not going to add the dungeon level to their initial damage, since they're not inflicting initial damage. All right, guys, so let's see. What do we want to do here? We don't have a weapon, and I'm fairly certain you need a weapon in order to spend energy and hit things, so I'm fairly certain you need a weapon. So what do? Do we just punch? Dude, how do you do anything with Mizlak the Beggar? What? Wait, do we just punch? Dude, do we door wedge? Ooh, I don't know, guys. We're gonna have to punch him 8 times. We're gonna have to get really lucky. Ooh. I guess let's just try. This is probably our best bet. If he gets like really good rolls on us, we might have to bail. Can I do that after the fact though? You know what? I think I'm gonna door wedge now. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and door wedge now and discard to avoid an ambush or a skirmish. I'm not sure if you're supposed to play this. I've played this game so much, and there's still little things here and there that I'm not 100% on. I'm not sure if you're supposed to play the door wedge before you reveal the enemy. I think maybe. But the game's already hard enough with Mizlak, so let me know down in the comments, guys, if you know, because that's kind of an obscure rule. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and just use this. I'm going to close the door on the zombie and shove the door wedge underneath the door. That makes sense to me thematically. So we're going to go ahead and discard the door wedge. This is a trapping, so that is removed from the game. And we are going to avoid the ambush or skirmish. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and lock the zombie in the room. And keep on going. Dude, this is not looking good. I completely forgot that you need a weapon to spend energy to roll and do damage. So this is going to be basically impossible. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. We need to find treasure. It's an ambush. We're going to go ahead and skip it. Please be the treasure chest. Please. It's another ambush. Dude, I think this is like the end of the road, guys. So our foe is going to catch us by surprise. We're going to draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level +5, so 6 to the health of, that is not an enemy. That is a longsword. We are not fighting a longsword. We're fighting a giant spider with 12 health. And guys, this is probably where Mizlak ends his journey. Every time the giant spider successfully hits, your next attack costs an extra energy to execute. Yee. Okay, it doesn't really matter for us, honestly, because we can't spend energy anyways. The giant spider is going to get to attack first, and it says that you add the dungeon level to their initial damage. So he's going to do 3 extra damage instead of 2. And he misses. Okay, cool, dude. So Mizlak's got a little bit of pep in his step. He manages to dodge the attack from the giant spider. He's going to punch him. We're going to punch him down to 11. The giant spider is going to retaliate. He is doing +2 to his damage. He does 3 + 2 is 5 damage. More than half of Mizlak's health is now gone. He is sitting on 4 HP, effectively 3, since we have 1 poison on him. We are going to punch the giant spider. And the giant spider is going to retaliate, +2 to his roll. And he rolls 3. And that leaves us on 2 HP, effectively 1 since we have the 1 poison. 1 more hit and old Mizlak the Beggar is dead. We're going to punch the giant spider. We just need him to miss 9 times, guys. It's no big deal, right? We got this. And we are dead. That is it, guys. Mizlak the Beggar, everybody. Give him a round of applause. Mizlak the Beggar gets taken down by the giant spider. This is going to be the shortest Iron Helm video I will ever upload to the channel, I'm pretty sure. Guys, give me some tips. What the heck do we do with Mizlak the Beggar? We're going to chat for just a second here, dudes, because I'm going to show you what my other options were for trappings here. So I could have got the wool cloak. Kind of thought about getting that. That would have been pretty good. Rations would be pretty good. But what we really need is a weapon. And unfortunately, there aren't any 1 gold cost weapons. Yeah, how the hell do you beat the game with Mizlak the Beggar, dude? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think the only way to do it, okay? Hear me out. I think the only way to do it is you have to, let's see, where is the treasure chest? There it is, treasure. I think the only way to do it is if you had a situation like this, right? Because if you get into any confrontations, you're basically gonna die. Like, you would have to have the enemy roll doubles and miss you just repeatedly over and over and over again. So the chances are, I mean, there's just like basically 0 chance. I think the only way to do it is if you have to get unbelievably lucky and have a situation where you go like this and you're like, ooh, an ambush? No, I'm going to skip the ambush, go the other way, and boom, you run into treasure. In this case, it would say draw 1 loot card and 1 potion card. And in this instance, we would have drawn into a longsword and we would have drawn a spark bomb potion. So in that instance, we would have had a weapon, we would have also had a potion, but most importantly, we would have had a weapon that we could have used to spend energy and actually attack with. So I'm fairly certain that is the only way, unless there's something else that I'm just not thinking of. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. So we might have to try this again, because it went by so quickly, and it would be amazing to actually get somewhere with Mizlak. But yeah, as far as I can tell, I think that's the only way to do it. You have to push your luck into a treasure card to be able to draw a loot, and then you have to hope that the loot you draw is a weapon. It could be armor, it could be a health potion, it could be anything else. You really need to get a weapon in order to do it. So there it is, dudes. We tried. We gave it a go with Mizlak the Beggar. We didn't get even through the first level of the dungeon, but hey, that's how it goes with Mizlak, guys. So hey, thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up like button. If you're not already, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that red subscribe button and click the bell icon so you can be notified every time I upload brand new videos. And I upload videos just like this all the time, guys. So let me know down in the comments below. Should we give Mizlak another go? Should we let him go back into the dungeon again and have another go at it? And now that you know the only way I think to get through it is to get this treasure card, let me know what you think down in the comments, and let me know if there's something I'm missing, maybe something else that we could have done differently. And yeah, just let me know what you think about Mizlak, guys, and let me know if there's any other characters that you want to see me play the game as. I might put up another poll here soon. That seems to be pretty fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. And hey, until next time, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you all in the next video.